Welcome back, Acadiana. Let's start off with the radar and let's go back about 12 hours. So as we go ahead and take this full, we see the mix of freezing rain and sleet mostly into portions of central Louisiana as well as the northern portion of the state. But areas like Allen, Evangeline, and St. Landry did see that brief changeover. Not too much in the way of accumulations there, but it did see just a brief changeover from rain into freezing rain or sleet. But majority of areas south of I-10 see mostly rainfall earlier this morning, and the rain did push out of here rather fast. And once it pushed out of the state, a line of thunderstorms did start to form in portions of Alabama and the panhandle of Florida that prompted a tornado watch that has since been canceled earlier today. So looking at those reports, and go back a slide, my clicker went ahead just that one slide, there we go. A total of 19 reports, 18 were freezing rain for central Louisiana with one report of sleet. And when I did look back at the accumulations, it was around a tenth of an inch, a quarter of an inch around Alexandria, and around Colfax was about half an inch for ice accumulations. And also in these areas that's still dealing with some power outages as of now. So going ahead, that next graphic, the rainfall totals were pretty high over the last 48 hours. South of I-10 see anywhere between 1 inch to almost 4 inches of rainfall over this weekend. So this will be pretty beneficial for that drought monitor because we still got some dry conditions, especially here in Acadiana. But anything that's wet or any standing puddles will likely freeze as temperatures get below freezing for tonight if they haven't already. And that's why we also have that extreme cold warning for very cold wind chills. That's because it's also pretty breezy out there coming out of the north between 10 to about 15 miles per hour, gusts anywhere between 20 to 25 miles per hour. Luckily, we'll start to see the wind start to die down ahead for tomorrow afternoon. But we'll be dealing with these sub-freezing temperatures for several hours. Closer to the Gulf Coast, anywhere between 5 to 9 hours, around Interstate 10, about 9 to 14. And then the further north you go, the higher the duration of those sub-freezing temperatures here in the state. So portions of Texas and even northern Louisiana dealing with those sub-freezing temperatures for over 24 hours. So some areas may not get above freezing until Tuesday. So Lafayette, let's look at those temperatures for today. We topped out at 42 degrees, but check out the time. That was earlier in the morning around 2:15, and our low around daybreak was 33 degrees. So once that front pushed through the area, it did cause those temperatures to pretty much drop off and settle in the 30s for today. Now we'll see colder temperatures ahead for tonight, especially in our inland parishes in the teens and 20s. So Alexandria again down to about 19 degrees, 21 in Oakdale, Ville Platte, Opelousas. Temperatures still very cold in the low 20s around Interstate 10. So Lafayette about 22 degrees for tonight in our coastal areas. Not seeing much of temperature difference there, still in the low 20s as well. And then for tomorrow, barely making it above freezing for most in central Louisiana. May see some areas get into the mid 30s, even some upper 30s out there, but definitely around I-10 and south may see those temperatures closer to the low 40s for tomorrow, especially when we get that sunshine in here. That can prompt temperatures to be a little bit higher by a couple of degrees. But the coldest night, that won't be until Monday night, where everyone will pretty much be in the teens there, around 15 degrees in Alexandria to at least 19 degrees in New Iberia, a little bit higher towards St. Mary Parish in the 20s. But overall, we're dealing with hard freezes for the next couple of nights. Now with those wind gusts between 20 to about 25 for tonight, feels like temperatures, we'll see those in the single digits or the teens for Monday morning. And luckily most schools are out because we don't want any issues with that, especially with black ice. If we have any standing water, that will likely refreeze for tonight. So Tuesday, everyone should be in the 40s coming up with more in the way of sunshine. So this will likely be our warmest day well, I won't say warmest day out of the week, but warmest day from the last 2 days there. But to recap those conditions for tonight, getting in the 20s, and as I mentioned earlier, standing puddles or any wet spots likely to freeze and cause black ice. But we'll have the clear skies out there. It'll also be breezy. And then for tomorrow, warming up into the 30s and 40s with a mix of sun and clouds. So when it comes to that 10-day forecast, very cold temperatures again tomorrow, finally getting into the 40s, Tuesday 50s by the time we get into Wednesday, but we'll still be dealing with the multiple hard freezes all the way through early Thursday and then Friday. It's a bit of a gamble there, especially for us in Louisiana. May see that winter precipitation, but right now expecting some scattered showers Friday night with sunny skies ahead next weekend. Stay tuned. We'll have another look at this 10-day forecast later in the show.